We have virtually always used stories to communicate, pass on wisdom, and spur imagination. Storytelling is the art of telling stories, and consequently is a concept with three elements: narrator, story, audience. This technique organizes events in a logical manner, properly structured and appealing, being the oldest way of transmitting knowledge through generations. Through stories, we learn to appreciate, recognize, and understand the experiences and opportunities we have encountered.
Stories are also universal, crossing boundaries of culture, language, gender, and age. They're told and retold, building and preserving a group sense of community. Stories align and motivate by portraying the world in terms that build emotional connections between people and create a sense of shared purpose.
What can stories offer? They give meaning to life, express values, teach the young, and convey culture. They connect elements in one's own self, experience, and life. They connect one to one's past and to other cultures. They give a sense of wholeness, that the pieces of one's life fit together and add up to something. And what makes a storytelling event great, entertaining, and meaningful? Listeners are drawn in and feel involved and engaged. They relate to the teller and to what is being told. They forget themselves and get involved in the efforts, struggles, and behavioral styles of the characters. They put themselves in the place of the characters. They relate to characters' situations and decisions on the levels of feeling, emotion, and intellect. The story is important to both tellers and listeners. Storytelling has been an active part of human life for thousands of years. It has managed to be a constant pillar in our societies, and has fundamentally allowed us to mold our perception between right and wrong. Before there was writing, there was storytelling. Storytelling started with cave paintings, then switched to oral histories. Later on, books were used, and more recently, electronic resources emerged. The advance of technology allowed audio-visual elements like sounds, images and videos to be digitally embedded in storytelling, and this way giving rise to the concept of digital storytelling. Traditional storytelling is how history was created, and how it was developed. In the new generation of virtual reality, we take bigger steps into the modern world, and create a social aspect of storytelling. Due to the use of advancing technologies such as the printing press, the camera, and the internet and its social media platforms, the way we tell others stories and keep ourselves informed about current topics has shifted to a more all-encompassing experience. Technology has allowed humans to utilize all forms of storytelling through the years: visual stories in photographs, spoken stories in videos and recordings, and written words on blogs and statuses. Although the mediums have changed through history, the core concept of using a sequence of events in an exciting narrative has remained the same. Storytelling is one of our most important forms of communication, and universal skill. We need it to share our perspectives, negotiate, and create empathy. In other words, we need stories for life and work. Everyone remembers a good story. Whether they heard it on a radio, read about it in a newspaper, or saw it unfold on live television, good stories have a tendency to stick with us, regardless of the subject.